see here. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to think of what to say. Oh crap. Let's see. Yeah, some off-screen grinding will be nice. There will be a certain weapon, or I guess technically it's a gadget, but I guess it's counted as a weapon on here, but it's more of a gadget. Which things get a little more different in the second game onward, where how gadgets and weapons work separately. Let's see, my dog might start barking, so we may have to go silent. Might. We'll just have to wait and see. Well, anyway, sounds like there's something going on outside, so he's gonna be like, oh! He'll be like, oh, bark, bark. Well, she's just trying to protect us. There's a thing that we may or may not see later on. We will. I mean, obviously I can't do anything with it right now, so... It'll be a much later on thing. There's some... Like I said, there's some backtracking in this game. But in terms of the story, there's only like a tad bit of backtracking. Not very much at all. But in the... but in terms of like getting some extra stuff, there's a lot of backtracking. You don't, like, you know, like I said, you don't have to, like, get... Unlike Spyro, the PS1 games, like, compared to Ratchet Clank, which I compare the two because they were made... The first three Spyros were made by the same people who make of the Ratchet and Clanks. I didn't actually mean to say make of the... I just went along with the joke that probably no one laughed at. Alright. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna use... to save some ammo, I'm just gonna use my wrench. These enemies are not that hard. Kinda weird, you don't actually get a real gun in this game until, like a more traditional light gun until much later on in the game. Oh, and also the difference in this game is, I think most of the bolts... I think a vast majority of them only count up to like one bolt, whereas in the later games, first of all, in later games they're suddenly like golden or bronze, not bronze, well something, titanium. Later on, in the later games, I mean. And there's no gold bolts later on. It's mostly different types of bolts. Let's see here. And of course, unlike Spyro and Crash, Ratchet Clank and Jak and Daxter, I'll mention that too, did not become multi-platform after leaving PlayStation or their system. They became well, they stayed on PlayStation basically. Let's see. Ratchet Clank, what am I trying to think of? Like, okay, Insomniac Games has developed just about every single Ratchet Clank game. The only ones they didn't was the PSP ones.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Oh, what are you? Mercenaries? Torturers? Assassins? I'll tell you anything. Here, take my infobot. It's all I've got left.
Sir, we're not assassins.
Hold on. Let's see what he's got.
Has this ever happened to you? Hi, I'm Captain Quark, and believe me, there's nothing worse than staring down a Blargian Snagglebeast from the inside and knowing your equipment isn't functioning properly. That's why I come to Al's Robo Shack for all my electronic needs. Al has been the exclusive repair shop for my super electro gadget since I was knee-high to a sand mouse. If Al can't fix it, it's not broke. Right, Al? You said it, pal. So if you're fighting crime, or just fighting grime, come to Al's Robo Shack in Metropolis for all your robotic repairs. Al's Robo Shack, it's Quarktastic!
Do you know what this means?
Yeah, Captain Quark is really sold out.
No, it means Captain Quark is on Metropolis. We could tell him about this invasion.
If we had a ship.
What? A ship? What? You're not going to torture me? Well, as planetary chairman, I could arrange for you to borrow our courier ship.
Cool.
You can count on us, sir.
Right. Thank you, your chairman shipliness.
Now that you have coordinates to 2 new planets, you can use your ship. Press the select button to bring up the map. Your ship is marked with a star.
Let's see. By the way, there is cheats where you do that stuff and things happen. Anyway, let's see. Pyro, whatever. But anyway, what I was getting at was Ratchet and Clank. Insomniac Games has made just about every single Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, like I said, the only ones they didn't make were the PSP games. So that's like expected. And can't remember if they worked on the Vita ports for. Maybe they did. I don't know. I can't remember for sure, but they may have been involved with the Vita ports of these games, first 3 games, but they didn't make the you know. Alright, so anyway, here's our ship. And you can skip these, but I'll just, you know, I'll either let them go or I'll skip them whenever. I just wanted to show at least the first time. Let's go here first, so we can get some certain things out of the way. Oh yeah, you can play the info bot again in case you're wondering which planet this is. Trying to figure out things and stuff. Let's see. And we're landing. Nice land there, boys. Just take 5. I don't know. This is one of the...
Try the Gadgetron Quick Select system to activate weapons or gadgets. Hold the triangle button and then select an icon with your left analog stick.
She talks so quietly. But this is the most visited planet, like, of any. Like, this is basically, in a way, this is like the Green Hill zone of the Ratchet and Clank series. I don't think I glow. If you're wondering where this is coming from, this transparent thing, this is probably a glitch because it's something that brings you back up here or comes later on or something. Let's get on it. No. Let's see if I can do this real quick. This may look stupid. It may be... Yeah, it is. Okay. I will need the thing that's on this planet. There's a secret down there, if you couldn't tell as I was falling. But I will need the thing, a thing that's on here, on this planet. Let's see. Alright. Getting all these bolts. There is a thing you get later on.
To quickly center the camera, just tap the L1 button.
There's a thing you get later on where you can get what can I think of? I always have to think about this stuff as I'm about to say them. Oh yeah, there's a thing you get later on where the bolts come closer to you. And you know, grinding in this game takes a really long time. Grinding in the second and third game doesn't take as long. But there's still a lot more to be able to do. Let's go this way first. And let's buy ourselves...
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Hey there. Let's buy ourselves this weapon. Okay, so it's 1 per... I think I can deal with doing that. This is a pretty handy weapon. It's like a miniature version of a certain weapon we get later on, I think. Maybe not. No, never mind. But this is the first actual gun you get. Like, this is, by the way, there's no strafing in this game.
You can actively aim the blast if you hold down the L1 button.
I mean, there's the first person view, but you don't get strafing. I can't remember if there's anything over there, maybe not. Oh, yeah, let's see. Okay, not far enough. There we go. At least I wasn't close enough to be hit by that person, apparently. By that enemy. But everyone's just after Ratchet Clank today, aren't they? Let's see how many bolts I get from that. Pays the bills. I'm normally not a fan of games where you have to do a whole lot of grinding. But that's mostly in, like, RPGs and stuff like that. Like, RPG games are just RPG games. I can't believe I just said that. RPGs, which means role-playing games. So I essentially just said role-playing games. The reason I can't get into a lot of them is because there's so much grinding you pretty much need to do to win at all in certain, like, fights and everything, and I don't know. This game is similar, but it's not quite as bad about it.
Did you know that you have a map available to you at all times? Just press the select button to view a map on the screen.
Well, that's clear again. Yeah, here's our map. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I didn't notice those there for a second. So in this game, you only have 4 bits of health. Luckily, it only affects you. Like, you don't get hit and multiple hit points. You get a little like hit taken away. In this game, it's either when you get hit once, you lose 1 hit point, and obviously, you know, twice you. Well, you know what I mean. Like in the later games, if you get hit, you get a lot more hit points, but there's also multiple hits you can take. A lot more damage, basically. A lot more damage. Alright. Let's go talk to Big Weird Owl.